What is up, Earthnoids, Spacenoids, and Jovians? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we're returning to the age of warring space states as we continue our coverage of Crossbone Gundam Dust. Last time, Kaguya and the mighty transport team went to Taganus' colonies, where he ended up betraying them for Font and the Cyclops team, a resurrected faction of the Titans. We learned that Font is working towards the Universal 3 dividing plan, which will keep all spheres equal but separate. This time we will head to Earth, where Moonmoon took control of part of the planet. Kaguya will try to move an old Psycho Gundam with a Psycho frame. And we learn this is all a ploy for Jupiter to once again invade Earth. So let's get into this. The gang learns that Kaguya is a princess from Moonmoon. She's wanted. Quick, someone hogtie her. They leave Taganus' colonies, leaving the children. The children all yell at Ash, saying, "We will be your wives one day." Whoops, accidental harem. Triss can tell that Ash rubbed off on Taganus. The children will require a sacrifice that will require him to change how he runs things. A lot has apparently changed on Moonmoon, according to Kaguya. During the Zanskar War, they used the opportunity to reclaim part of the Earth. Kaguya stops and says, "You know what? I'm not telling you a damn thing." Ash says, "Maybe you should have paid us then." She headbutts Ash after she reveals that she actually left to escape a political marriage. She lived a strict life of a princess, no different from Sarasa and Rasara Moon of old. But when she was older, she was told that she would marry someone who is currently 6 years old, a 12-year age gap. Old Lady Vava says, "Patriarchy, am I right?" Ash, tending to his bloody nose, says she will let her go after they collect a bounty. Then they will break her out. Then she will work for them until they pay off her debts. They need some money to stay afloat. The escargot gets a resupply. They are prepping to enter Earth's atmosphere. Many are nervous of heading to Earth. Some are disgusted by all the germs. Spacenoids always talk big, but you show them a bug or some lightning and they freak out. How'd they almost win a war once? There was also so much space debris created from Angel Halo that Earth and the colonies no longer interact with one another. The debris will soon fall to Earth. We know in the G-Savior video game in UC-223, Angel Halo debris is indeed on Earth. Leo is having some reservations as she didn't feel like she contributed to helping the children. Ash says he beat Taganus, so it's okay. But Leo understood that Taganus would have taken in the children regardless of the outcome, as he seems to like Ash. She wants him to let Kaguya go, but the time is not right. Also, that reward money is really high. Like buying a warship high. That is when they are attacked. They receive a message stating that they must not return the princess to Moonmoon. It happens to be a Crossbone Gundam. Ash launches in the anchor and attacks. Vava tells him to get back as they are about to enter into a gravity well, but he ignores her. The mysterious pilot says that his mobile suit is superior to his. While fighting, Leo sets Kaguya free. She and Leo get into her mobile suit where she contacts the Gundam pilot. It just so happens to be her fiancé, Nicole Dogati, son of Tetaneth. He is piloting X-13. The XM-X13 Crossbone Gundam X-13 is built off of the XO and is made in collaboration with the Jovian colonies. The unit was originally designed to be used in Earth's atmosphere. All beam weapons are replaced with shell weapons. To reduce cost, external pipes are placed outside of the frame like old Xeon units. 6 of these units are said to have been made. Weapons include 2 Vulcan guns, 2 chest-mounted Vulcans, 2 beam sabers, the beam Zamber, the scissor anchor, a machine gun, a long-range rifle, and a shield. It also has a parrot AI named Billy that operates Psychomu missiles. He wants her to escape, as he too doesn't like this arranged marriage. He also says that Moonmoon has changed since she last been here. It has been 10 years. Ash tells Kaguya to not run away. He is talking about escaping, but also talking about running away from her problems. I think he's trying to say something meaningful. X-13 slashes the anchor, but he hangs onto some shell rounds. As Kaguya escapes, a mobile suit takes her crane captive. This is an Otengu. There is no data on the Otengu, but it has a Gundam face. It also has variable thrusters in the form of wings, and there are Vulcan chest guns. The nose is also a beam cannon, possibly a VSBR. Armor seems minimal. We will also learn that this has a Psychomu system. A Tengu is a bird spirit. You've probably seen the masks with the long nose. That's what this resembles. Ash and Nicole begin burning up as they head into Earth's gravity. Nicole says they can't take Kaguya. They intend on killing her. 2 mobile suits grapple as they burn up on re-entry. The anchor leaks coolant from the nuclear reactor, and then uses the anchor shield, spinning it to shield the mobile suits from the radiation. This somehow works, but they are still falling towards Earth. Below them is a Moonmoon ship, which looks like part of a fuselage of a Gao. They land on top of the ship. Even if they survived, they caught like 3 cancers from all that radiation. And if mobile suit technology regressed, healthcare is probably something of a horror film. They land on top of the ship. Out of the ship comes Migasas. In my own headcanon, I like to think that the Migasa is built off of Humbrabis. Put a rice hat on it. They fire on the 2. Ash used the anchor shield and knocks them off the ship. When they enter, the anchor is met with the Otengu. Ash and the Moonmoon pilot fight. He realizes the pilot is female. Nicole stops Ash from fighting. They need to get out of there now. The 2 jump off the shuttle. They land in water. The Space Noids, of course, freak out at the sight of water. Ash hits Nicole in the head and tells him to explain everything that is going on. He is so lost. Then they can work together. Nicole tells them that they are above Moonmoon. It happens to now be an underwater colony. There was something subtly hinted at in G-Savior, and now we see it here that suggests that even if you live on Earth, people are still moving towards a dome style of living. Earth's environment is becoming harsh. Kaguya confirms that after claiming a piece of the Earth, they found Earth's environment to be too harsh and ended up in that dome life. The head priestess, Razo Kano, makes her appearance and says that the people of Moonmoon now wish to return to space. So Moonmoon started working with the Jovians. They would slowly allow Moonmoon to immigrate to the Jupiter sphere in exchange for them using Moonmoon's land. Earth domination is still on the back burner for the Jovians. Nicole's marriage to Kaguya was supposed to bring the 2 together. Like Belle, he isn't sure about his daddy. How does he have dark skin? Bro's a white dude. Priestess Arazo says that they tried to find her, but their pool in the Earth sphere doesn't go so far now that they are on Earth. They kept Nicole as a prisoner, but he never revealed his intentions. Irazo pulls a knife on Kaguya. But she's just playing around. She wants to take the title of princess for herself. Nicole says that the head priestess received some form of cyber-new-type enhancements from Jupiter. Irazo plans on challenging Kaguya for her position. Ash and Nicole are surrounded by Migasas. The head priestess calls this challenge the Raising of the God ritual. One rules, one dies. Leo wonders what's up with the shrine. Kaguya tells her that it is an ancient mobile armor with a Psychomu that can be controlled wirelessly. 4 is still the only other that has been shown to do this. Whoever moves the mobile suit first is the winner. Like Kaguya, Irazo says, I too want this cute little girl inside me. No fair, that's Kaguya's prey. Or crush? I don't get how relationships will work in this era. Kaguya says that she is always trying to be the best. Irazo says, yeah, of course. Have you not seen these tits? Kaguya speaks out to her people. They sought Earth to return to real nature, only to end up underwater. And now they wish to return to space? She calls her people a bunch of bitches. She says, I have returned. Leo whispers in her ear, yo, we were brought here by force. Kaguya says, do something. She's just punking her subjects. Naturally, they cheer for her return. Maybe people are all just puppets. You think the Moonmoon people are still on drugs? That would make a lot of sense. Irazo is also the pilot of the Otengu. It appears both mobile suits are outfitted with a Psychomu, as this is how they try to move the god. The 2 make orgasm faces until Irazo is the first one to move the god's arm. That is when Ash and the anchor comes rushing in claiming the challenge is a sham. Irazo says, how dare you say such blasphemy in front of our god cattle. Nicole jumps in to save Kaguya. Migasas move in. Also with Ash is some rebels who've grown accustomed to living on Earth. One is piloting what looks like a Humbrabi and a cattle made a baby. Ash and Nicole met these rebels on the ocean floor. The Otengu attacks the anchor. Ash says, hey, you're a cyber new type, aren't you? She says that Kaguya is probably fried from using the Psychomu, but her crane enters the battle. Kaguya says, I cheated, you idiot. I just unplugged the Psychomu. Easy peasy. Irazo and Kaguya fight, but Ash steps in. He uses the head cutters on the Otengu's face and incapacitates Irazo's mobile suit. But as she falls, she activates the god. We get a brief flashback of Irazo as a kid recognizing her desire to be the best, thus motivating her to get cyber new type enhancements. What about taking that sweet Haikoka? Someone didn't read Moon Gundam. In the present, the god activates. It is the Muramase. The Muramase is a variant of the Psycho Gundam. The shield and other parts have been lost to time. It can no longer transform into Mobile Fortress mode. However, the cockpit has been upgraded to give this thing a Psycho frame. It has 2 small Mega Beam cannons in the head, 3 diffuse Mega Particle cannons, and 10 Finger Beam cannons. The Muramase stands and breaks the underwater dome. Leo gets into the crane with Kaguya. The rebels help evacuate the citizens. Ash lures the Muramase to the shield. Nicole and Ash team up to take down the 100-meter god. The Finger Beam takes out X-13's variable array thrusters. The beam weapons on the crane were locked for the Psychomu challenge. She can't fire anything. Kaguya says it's as though the machine extracted her soul to use. Old Moonmoon Grandpa pulls a gun on Kaguya while they were helping Arazo. He was the one pulling Arazo's strings. Weird seeing a Moonmoon citizen use a gun. Because Kaguya left 10 years ago, he was able to groom someone else. He wants the Earth to fall into Jupiter's hands. Kaguya says, well, time to punch an old man in the face. There's a first time for everything. Kaguya gets naked and touches her boobs against Arazo's boobs. She also tries to connect the psycho frame to wake up Arazo before her brain gets fried. However, this works mainly because of the boobs. Nicole is down with no thrusters. It is up to Ash. He needs to go for the legs, but he can't get too close to the giant mobile suit. Leah watches Ash fight. She's going to do her part too. She takes off her clothes and joins in. There are now 3 pairs of boobs touching. Oh my god, it's working. Keep it up, boobs. Kaguya says, enjoy this kiss of truth. The kiss stops Muramas, giving Ash the opening to whirlpool its face. The giant mobile suit goes down. The girls watch in the distance without their shirts on. Ash says, finally, I could get the reward money. Nicole says, wait, that's your end goal? After working with Ash, Nicole wonders if he could trust him with saving his parents. And that will do it for this episode. Moonmoon used the Zanskar invasion to expand their territory on Earth. Too bad they seem to lose the skill of manufacturing a cyber-new-type drug. It might have saved Arazo from needing help from the Jovians. Next time we will learn more about Curtis and Tetaneth and their role in all of this. We will learn what happens when you add arms to a big Zan, and the Jovians continue making moves for Earth domination. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, the power of boobs is just a wonderful thing. Peace.